Portions of this podcast have been edited to maintain the quality of the viewing and listening experience. People that we know in the community going and saying, "Oh, I knew this game was gonna fail. This game was always gonna fail. This just looks bad," and yada yada yada. And we'll see later on and we will see later on that.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Wavlength INTL podcast. I'm your host, per usual, Jazzwave. Tonight it's just gonna be me and Outkast on this quiet Mother's Day. Shoutouts to all the mothers out there. Hope you all were able to spend some good quality time with them if you were able to. We've all heard about stories about my parents before, so you probably understand why I didn't do anything. But I know Outkast here. Outkast did something for his mama.
Yeah, first off, shoutouts to the baby mamas. Mamas. No, I'm not doing that.
Baby mamas.
I'm not doing it. That's so stupid. That was dumb.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
No, okay. No. Wait, begin. No, so what I ended up doing was, I'm low-key scared if she's awake and she hears this, but it's because on the Saturday, I bought the two gifts yesterday, and I was able to pull it off. This is like the most last-minute thing I've done. It was I got like a UV sun jacket, so, and it also works in light rain, and then 2 candles. So yeah, there's that.
Very nice.
And then we went to a brunch spot, and yeah, the food I had was gas. Well, my mom got chicken and waffles, and we're all like, me, my brother, my dad are looking at her like, "Are you gonna finish that?" Answer was no. How I know? Because like I've been chipping away at it in our kitchen. Anyways, yeah, that's about my day.
I've sat in my room pretty much the entire day. I've only gone downstairs to get food, pretty much the usual. The first time I went downstairs, I told my mother Happy Mother's Day, and I told her that Miles said the same thing to her. I did wish Miles' mother a Happy Mother's Day, though. I will say Miles' mother has came in a lot of clutch for me in these past couple of years. I will say this about her. I was terrified of her at first. Like, she demands the utmost respect. But over time, as I got to know her more, I got more comfortable around her. I feel less afraid of her. And she gives me a lot of outfits and stuff since she has a part-time job at Macy's. But yeah, shout-outs to her, shout-outs to my mother, my grandmother, all of them. I think that honestly, I wouldn't be here, at least in recent times, if it weren't for Miles' mother. So, I hope she had a good dinner tonight. Miles took her out to dinner after he got back from work. So, pretty chill day, for the most part. But, apart from that, the past couple of weeks, though, I can't say that's been chill. Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
They've been rather, eventful, to say the least. But also a bit concerning and a bit infuriating, and we'll get into that. So, topics for tonight. Wisely Wars Round 2 happened this past week.
Yep.
The past two weeks now. Very, very fun watch again, as usual. Lots of neat stuff happened. We'll get more into that. Another big loss for Aether Studios that happened this past couple of weeks. So Marc Knelsen, or El Ranno, yes, this is Ranno's namesake here. the literal identity of the Aether games and and Aether Studios as a whole recently laid off after 9 years. A lot of people didn't like that. We'll get more into it later. And then, to put this in the nicest way possible, there's like a couple of do's and don'ts of TOing that I wanted to share, considering that, last week I got a chance to talk to Bobby Dog on Outkast stream just about like, hey, he wanted to know, hey, how can I grow love of the game? I have this brilliant idea that I want to do. There's also a bit of a TO shortage at the moment, and I want to see more TOs get into the game to help out people like Bobby, help out Zeke, because there's a couple of us that are looking for, new hands and more hands on deck. So I just wanted to share some of like the TO and do's and don'ts that I've seen in the past week, because there's some pretty egregious stuff that I saw and I absolutely didn't like, but then there's some amazing stuff that I got a chance to help out with that I want to see more of moving forward from just like the TOs in general. But without further ado, let's jump in to Wisely Wars.
Okay.
All right, so
I had to click a video really quick. I had to click off.
So, Wisely Wars Round 2, we saw pretty much all of the coaches from the first one come back, minus B-Bats, because B-Bats was in law school at the time. And in B-Bat's place, we had Zeus, who wanted to coach last time, but wasn't able to, so... we welcome aboard Zeus, but the teams this time around, there was a fair amount of returning people, rather, from the first one that came back for round 2. So let's go down the list. So, starting off with Cake's team, which, spoilers, Cake went back to back again for Wisely Wars. So the winning team for this one involved Fumi, who was new to this, Emerald, who was new to this, Gehus, who's returning, and Omega Zidane, who actually is a big Cake Assault fan. Is inspired by Cake's Forsburn to play rivals. So can you imagine being on like the team that's the same team as like in your coach is the person that you look up to?
Wow,
it's pretty sick, but
it would be cool if more people were inspired by Cake Assault, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, once upon a time I was.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that later. Don't worry. If I remember, there's a point to all this.
Yeah, and the character comp for this was Fumi originally was playing Maple and ended up just playing Loxodon in the end.
What?
Played Claren.
Wait, pause. Like, okay,
yes.
I didn't watch like a lot of it. I was just only watching for one person's point of view for the bulk of like I did watch. We'll get into that later. But wait, really? Loxodon? That's funny. I think that's funny.
I mean, hey, just the minor side. If in terms of like characters, we've had this conversation multiple times before. But like, if you were to give like a new person Rivals 2, and they're trying to find like a character that's probably like the easiest to pick up and understand, Loxodon is one of them. So it makes sense.
Yep.
And we'll come back to that conversation later because my god.
in that same person's POV that I was watching, I was like, I feel bad. I feel really bad.
But anyway,
Emerald played Claren.
Gehis decided to keep playing Galvin. Then Gehis got a couple of clips with the Galvin as well, and then Zidane was Galvin Lorena. Great, insane person. They
didn't even play Forsburn. They're inspired by Forsburn. Huh? Wait, is this person going to Gommel? Or
if Splatoon is there, maybe.
Oh my god.
But Zidane's more of a Splatoon player that plays like other stuff on the side. So that was Cake's team. Zeke's team.
Oh god, I feel bad. I feel so.
Zeke's team, which had a lot of hiccups. Zeke unfortunately did place last again, but this is still a pretty solid team overall. So we had Braden has been doing some stuff with a lot of the YZ Wars players, or just Rivals players in general, because he's doing a subathon. Really chill person. Really content pilled as well. The whole reason why Braden picked up Raster was because he loves chickens, and Raster had a chicken skin being his barbecue skin, which I think is one of the most underrated skins in the game.
Dude,
so,
shit, fuck. Then he shouldn't look at my cooks order. Oh shit. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. Though.
Ludwig, who plays Loxodon, Tierzu, who I'm not entirely sure.
He was playing Ranno. He was like,
no, I know he was playing Ranno, but I want to say that somewhere in like the middle of Wisely Wars, Tierzu dropped and was replaced with somebody else. I don't know for sure though. Somebody can probably correct me on that. But Tierzu is new to Wisely Wars, but kind of returning to like the special Rivals events, because Tierzu was in the last Twitch Rivals 2 event. And of course, we know who Ludwig is. And Ritual Neo also returning to Wisely Wars for the second time. Ritual Neo has played the game off and on the side. Fleet main.
Okay, yeah.
So that was Zeke's team. Also, minor shout out to Cheesy Potato for stepping in for Zeke one of the days, because Zeke ended up falling sick, had to deal with some health issues. So that's why we saw Coach Cheesy.
I thought it was like something I'm going to the local. Or was it that they went to the local and then they fell ill? Like the day before.
Maybe it was they went to the local and then fell ill.
Yeah, no, it seems way more likely. I'm gonna be honest. Like that, it's rather unfortunate.
Yeah. All right. Next team. I forgot to mention that one of the original coaches, Stango wasn't on here this time around, but instead we got MSB. Mr. Max Stat Boost. And MSB's team consisted of Nandre, who I'm assuming is new, Sunflower Smith. Oh, wait,
What?
I think I know what happened now. I think Sunflower, I remember now. Sunflower was the person that I want to say ended up on Zeke's team to replace Tierzu.
Then the fuck who
because
replaced...
they were in the call with Zeke.
Then who the fuck who replaced Sunflower? Okay, whatever.
Maybe Tierzu and Sunflowers swapped. Who knows? RDE, the moves in IRL legend returning with the fleet, and Pavis also returning with the Claren. I want to say that Nandre and Sunflower both played Zetterburn. Understandable, because Zetterburn, if you are familiar with Plat Fighters, is a character that is easy to pick up, and at least in Sunflower's case, they had previous experiences in Melee, I want to say, so checks out.
Evo Awards.
And that was MSB's team.
Wait, who was the Evo Awards winner? Appleseed. I need to know. Anyways, scroll down.
RDE.
Oh really? Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Because no, YouTube chat's delayed a little bit, so yeah.
Alright, then, Zeus's team, aka Team Silly. Excuse me. Also, mainly like the team with a lot of VTubers or PNG tubers. And this consisted of Murphy, who was returning, Ultima Shadow, who... funnily enough, before the rosters got announced, I was just looking at the Rousey category, and I was like, Ultima's one of the people who's playing in Wisely Wars, right? Because Ultima was going through the characters list, so I was like, and then Wisely announced the rosters, and I was like, yeah, I figured. Mr. Eggdog Esports, Zamzire, which Zamzire, if you're listening to this, when are you gonna sponsor Rivals 2 players for Eggdog Esports? We're begging you. We're starving for sponsors. I think you fit right in, helping out Melee and Rivals 2. And then lastly, Deluxy, who I have seen Deluxy stream the game a couple of times before. So it is nice to see like somebody who's like kind of playing the game off and on, being able to actually play in a more competitive coaching environment. So that was Zeus's team. Switcher's team
The,
consisted of Quezzy, who was returning, Frost Prime, who was returning, and funny enough, Frost did not play Raster this time around. I'm not sure what character Frost played this time around, though, unfortunately. Uh, Turned down for Walt, who, to nobody's surprise, played Zetterburn because of the whole. I think he played Zetterburn mainly because of the whole. Did you know Zetterburn Fire can do 2 times knockback or something? Joke that he kept doing. And then somebody that we have not seen play Rivals 2 in a hot minute, Junebug.
if we don't get sponsors,
So it was incredibly nice to see Junebug come back and give the game another shot. And he was playing Ranno. Then I think in the beginning when he was playing the game, it was like a mix of Crag and Ranno because, you know, we all know Junebug for the DK and Melee, and the P-Plusers know him for the Diddy Kong and the DK.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm wrong about that, P-Plusers, please correct me. I don't wanna be incorrect about stuff. And last but not least, Mr. Genesis X3 champion, Beastly. Beastly's team consisted of Gappy, who was returning. Makes sense because these two were on the same team with each other last time. Gappy playing Olympia. Stans, Fade Out, or AKA the Draw Dropper, who I've seen mainly in speaking in Salt chats before. And then Quinjamin, the Beast. Quinjamin was actually playing this game seriously a little bit after the first one, so.
Dude, I think
that's a monster right there.
I think apparently Quinjamin went undefeated. Like, he won all of his matches.
That sounds about right.
I'm like,
that sounds
bro,
about right.
I think he got like a nasty clip on Pavis, and then like, yeah, it was. So I would not want to be on the receiving end. Dude, I wonder if he's going to Gobble.
We'll see.
That'd be.
But these are all the people. Excuse me. These are all the people who were given free Evo passes per Ludwig. Based on everything we know from like Ludwig's trying to make Rivals too big at Evo. So hopefully we get to see some of these people show up there. But back on the topic of Ludwig real quickly.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm gonna say this, bro. It would have been cool if if you did this like last year. We could have beaten Granblue and MK1. How insane does that sound?
We definitely could have.
How insane does that sound? Like, it's like, oh, side game beats like 2 of the main stage games at EVO. Dude, why? Why wouldn't you do that? Okay, bro. Okay, but yes, let me help Supernova out. Melee is free.
Oh yeah.
Rivals 2, you get. My presence is a present, so kiss my ass. I watched your top. I watched your top 6. That should be enough. I watched your top 6 that you complained about.
Oh god, man.
It's true.
I just hope whatever happens with Supernova, we just don't get a goddamn top 4 again.
No, we're gonna.
Again, another minor aside. The Baltimore Convention Center has a shit ton of space, so I really hope there isn't like an excuse for like there being top 4 for Rivals 2. But anyways, wow, Ludwig actually streamed this time around.
Oh right, yeah, this part all right. So he did stream. Like he streamed, what was it? He didn't stream the Wednesday. He streamed the Friday, right?
He streamed on Friday.
Yeah, and he would have streamed Sunday, and if he didn't have an emergency, and he didn't go live after he was done dealing with the emergency, which is what I'm most impressed by, considering the fact this shit happened last time. And why this matters? So you see, like in the screenshot, that there's 6,000 people watching on Twitch, either passively or. Now, you could say I'm fucking crazy, right? By, like, harping on this. Go to the YouTube one if you have it still.
I don't have it, but I can tell you what the numbers were for Ludwig streaming his point of view of Wisely Wars was. 5.1k people. That's what I had saw.
For Twitch.
So that is a total across Twitch and YouTube of 10. It was like 10.1k people at the time that we had like seen.
Yeah.
The numbers at the time.
That is like a shit ton of, not even a shit ton. That is like a ridiculous amount of eyes on the game. That's why I harped on it last time, and I was salty about it last time after Wisely Wars was done, because it's like, bro, and at the time it's like, do you really fuck with this or not at this point? Because it could just look like sabotage, unintentionally or not, and it's fucking dumb. Because, like, let me run through the events, like, prior to that. Made Melee free at Supernova. Telling people to go to Supernova. And not, instead of pre-Saudi owned Evo. Like, and now when you do the Evo Pass bullshit, it looks disingenuous. It's like, okay, do you fuck with us and want us to do well? Or are you just after... Because, like, now you're just ramping up, like, the goodwill. It's like, no, why didn't you do this last year? If you cared. Like, truly. And I would have let that go. If you streamed Wisely Wars, oh, we had food poisoning. Bro, you hopped on Twitch, like, an hour and a half after to play Minecraft. And then before that, you weren't even playing Rivals in public. You're just... Prior to that, you weren't doing your training arc like everybody else, and you weren't streaming the days. It's like, dude. So, where the fuck was this energy last time? Whatever, man. Whatever. Point is, he did it now, and he would have done it Sunday. And he's giving us free passes to Evo. But it's like, dude, now most people are like, bro, that are Canadian, that are like, are worried. Of like, yo, am I gonna eat a face full of concrete as soon as I land into Vegas? And now they don't even want to go. Because like, that's D-Brick's excuse now. And he went last year. So,
Not to mention, a lot of the people that have gotten passes are struggling to find flights. And this is like mainly some of the top 10. Like, I remember seeing Tekk saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to Evo this year. I'm struggling to find a flight. And Beastly was also saying the same thing. He's like, I don't want to miss Evo, but I literally can't find, like, reasonable flights to Vegas. That shit's expensive.
Dude,
like,
okay, that's
the whole trip is just expensive all around.
That's a whole other aside, but, like, yeah, no, like, that's another thing, too, that I was surprised to learn about. It's like, yo, alright, so... Okay, you're paying for all the passes, but for the top 10, I think for some tournaments, you could have just held back on giving the passes, and then just stockpile that funds to, like, fund the top 10's flights. It's like, yeah, I like the intention this time around, even though, bro, it feels like this is a year too late, and you only hopped on because fucking... It just, I don't know, and you can't judge me for pointing that out. It's like, oh man, you're just looking for anything to poke holes at. It's like, yeah.
No, it's a reasonable suspicion to have,
like,
right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I after the fucking bullshit last year? Like, why? And it's because I care. It's because I care about the game and the game's future. And this just all seems disingenuous to me. And there was also a statement he said that was fucking blasphemous. It's like, I want Rivals to be the biggest event at EVO. I'm like, buddy, fuck, you are not gonna do that. And that's not even me being a hater. That's just me being realistic of like, dude, we are not beating Tekken, Street Fighter, and Strive. There's no shot. So...
Yeah, I want to say that he did tone down that statement
Uh,
to
uh,
just want
uh.
to get on stage.
No,
But
no,
we'll
no, no,
see.
no, 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 no. So here's a way to for me.
No.
Here's a way for me to like just completely stop, to like just stop shitting on him. Is like, all right, make rivals free this time around at Supernova, or get us a top 8, or get us fucking good setups. Literally one of the three. Do one of the three. I don't think that's unreasonable after saying sign up for Supernova instead of pre Saudi Evo. Because people had to choose because they were back to back weekends.
Um, but that aside, I'm glad that we got like 10K views
Combined.
from Ludwig like total, because that would mean like there's a chance that some of those people could have ended up buying Rivals 2. There's also a chance that none of those people ended up buying Rivals 2. But as long as we had
There's a
more eyes on the
chance.
game, especially now, then sure.
The
This is what we needed last Wisely Wars.
Imagine if he did that last year and then did it this time. It's like, all right, so you've like there are just multiple chances for like people to see this game, and that's
I
like
think
that's what I'm harping on.
and I think on the 2 days that Ludwig didn't stream, like during the actual event, the category ended up getting 1K views though
But
across like all the players just like streaming their point of view and streaming together. Like the biggest person that was carrying the category, at least in terms of Wisely Wars entrance, was Frost Prime because of the following that they have. So it's still pretty good stuff to see.
at this point, the people that are gonna play or get the game have seen it. Time to reach out to new avenues. Yeah, but I mean, it's also cool to like throw the biggest net possible. Is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the person's POV that I followed. Yeah, I followed Brayden's POV the most, and yeah, I just felt kind of bad because I'm like, Ras. Actually, all the air characters are hard as fuck. They're like probably the hardest characters to like use, just in general. And I felt
Yeah,
bad.
they are not beginner friendly at all. Even in Rivals 1 that holds true, they are not beginner friendly at all.
Like, dude, I'm just sitting here like, who would be the most beginner friendly characters? Yeah, Loxodont. I think Crag personally, and then Zetter, then Claren, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. For like, you could just pick up and play.
I'd say in terms of pick up and play, Ranno still can be in that category since he does teach you hit falling, which is a fundamental thing to learn. So, which by the way, you can now do the whole hit falling practice thing again in Rivals 2, where you went to Daedalus' stage and you just kept hit falling the walls, so you can get the rhythm down.
All
But
right.
anyways, really quickly, just going through like the round robin days and then the final bracket. Day one, MSB's team ended up coming out on top. I don't have the point stuff on me right now or pulled up, so we're just not gonna look at it. We're just gonna look at like the set counts and how that went. So, day one was just all team MSB followed by Cake, Beastly, Switch, Zeke, Zeus. Day two,
Yeah, Crag beginner friendly because like you hit down B, the other person's not gonna know what to do. True story.
day two, it was Cake's team came up on top, then Switch, Zeke, Beastly, MSB's team falling to fifth that day, and then Zeus's team still at last.
Dude, wait.
Uh,
I thought Zeke went. Oh wait. Oh, not the final bracket. This is day 2.
yeah, this isn't the final bracket yet, but that's funny. This is the day that Julie took over for Zeke
Oh
and
my god, that's
got
crazy.
third for day two.
That's
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Coach Zeke's coach. And then lastly, that's not the final bracket. That's still the round robin brackets, but there we go. Lastly, not least, the final bracket. Zoom in a bit. Final bracket. Out of all the points, after all the points were tallied up, excuse me. Cake's team was first seed with a solid like second place and first place finish in pools, followed by Switch's team, they both had buys. Then Team Beastly, Team Zeke, Team MSB, and Team Zeus in that order.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna start with Zeke's team because I mainly watched that team the most during Wisely Wars, and my God, they did have some really close game fives. When it came down to the end of it, Zeke wasn't able to like keep up. Well, Zeke was able to keep up with like Zeus and Beastly, but wasn't able to clutch it out for their team. But that's okay because I think next time Zeke's team is gonna go a lot further than just last. I know Zeke's team can do it.
Well,
I've
no, there
seen
was
so
also
much
like
progress between
there was
last Wisely Wars and this one.
there was so much hiccups like with with two people. So like that's another fucking handicap. And Zeke was like sick. So it's like, dude, there was like 3 ailments working against them. I'm like, dog, I don't know what to say. That sucks. That's tough.
Yeah, not to mention this was also the day that Ludwig couldn't finish with the team, so somebody else had to come in
Yeah,
for him. And luckily that person played Loxodon, so it worked out fine.
so no, but like again with like, hey man, he dealt with the emergency and he didn't hop on. He didn't hop on live, which like, bro, because there comes a point it's like, yo, like, nah, you gotta really. That's what bugged me about the food poisoning thing. It's like, okay, really, are we sure? I don't know. He went live with Minecraft.
Yeah. Let's see.
Heaviest character.
Zeus's team. I didn't get to see much of Zeus's team, but from the looks of it, from the looks of it, they were just there for the vibes, which is understandable. As long I'm sure Zeus is like, as long as my team is having fun, who cares about the result? And that I wouldn't be surprised. It's a very Zeus thing to do. But Zeus is also a very good coach too. So who knows? Maybe the next one, Team Silly gets a little serious.
Oh my god. Honestly, low-key, kind of just put Brayden in that one.
Yeah, true. Which if you guys do ever want free coaching, Zeus does sometimes do free coaching streams where you can hop into a VC with him, play like a rank set, and then he'll tell you what to work on. So that is something that Zeus will do if you guys are ever interested in just free coaching.
Yo, any tips? 3 socks the other person.
Oh my god, shut up. Oh my.
It's like, I don't know
Anyway.
if I have any coaching for you. I'm gonna be honest. You kind of just messed up the other person.
God, I don't know. That's probably okay. It's always a good thing to like figure out what to work on, even if you do win stuff, right? But that's just not the way to phrase it.
That was like the worst wording possible. Anyways, I think we can move on. I think for like, because everything seems pretty standard. Like other than like Team Switch winning and then falling in the reset. That was crazy.
I didn't see much of the other teams. I saw maybe a smidge of Cake's team as well, but again, like I said, I saw mainly a lot of Zeke's team, and then kind of dipped when that team got out. But overall, again, Wisely War still a very fun event. This time around there was sponsors for the event. I forgot to bring those up, but it's good that we finally have some sponsors looking into rivals. Actually, one of them, Okizeme Coffee, is an FGC like based coffee brand that sponsors a lot of like the Triad Fighter events. So, you know that the overlap is right there between like rivals and FGC.
Even Dan sees this game as a fighting game.
Yeah, and one of the neatest things that I heard Dan say after rewatching the most recent dev stream was that he's looking to get Rivals 2 into collegiate leagues, which I was like, yes, this is something that I've been wanting my entire senior year, but now that I'm basically on my way out from Harrisburg University, I'm not going to be able to get that, but I still want to at least try and make like a crew battle league to support that if in the event that Dan can't connect with any of the people. But also the beauty of networking and working in esports, I have professors that are a part of CFGC, and for those that don't know what CFGC is, it's the Collegiate Fighting Game Conference. And this past semester, they started having stuff on LAN, and they're planning more stuff on LAN. And so, I asked one of my professors before, fuck it, I'll just say one of their names. Professor Screech, the GOAT. That's the guy who has been following our podcast. I have asked him before, hey, can you see if CFGC can add Rivals 2 as like a game that they can have? And at that time, I got told no. But I think now with CFGC growing, I think it's a good time for a second chance. And so, not only have I shared Screech's information and the information of Jason or Hell on Pause to Zeke to pass forward to Dan, so that Rivals 2 could potentially get mixed in with CFGC, with more FGC titles. I also told him again, hey, Dan wants to be in collegiate leagues. Can you ask the CFGC organizers again if they'd be interested in this? So, I'm excited. I'm excited.
But
I really am.
yeah, no. Feel like we have to get in on that now.
We absolutely have to.
Oh my god! What did you pull up?
What did I pull up? This is the final thing that I wanted to cover in regards to Wisely Wars. How there's growth. So the last Wisely Wars that held, this is the Twitch viewership.
Oh
yeah,
god.
This is the Twitch viewership. So
you already know what I'm about to say. You already know what, like we just went over it as to why
I know
why that was.
Don't worry, I know, but the viewership essentially doubled for Wisely Wars, and that's good. And we know part of it is Ludwig finally streaming, but the other part of it was like the other streamers, like Ludwig aside, were able to bring in their own audiences and show them, hey, this is what Rivals 2 is all about. This is this game, if it was a returning player, this is this game that I got a chance to be a part of and learn something about. And they really enjoyed it, and they came back.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, like, that is good, and it was consistent. But, like, again, casting the biggest net, that, like, it was for sure, like, Ludwig fucking doing it. Like, shoutouts to everybody in Wisely Wars, but, like, I don't know, like, it's just easy for me to point and say, I'm like, okay, fucking, like, one of the biggest streamers literally just put their category as Rivals 2. Funny how that works.
I mean, yeah.
Professor Screech just sounds like an FGC tag.
I still do want to give the other people their flowers for even just getting
100%.
1K.
No, 100%. Like, no, straight up. Like, it was. I think it was slightly better than, like, even Ludwig aside.
The first one.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a good thing. This is very good that Wisely Wars is only going to continue to grow, and that's what we need. We need more events like this that are like out of the box, brings in like other people from different backgrounds of gaming.
Yeah, because
Because who knows? Maybe some of the new people that Wisely Wars brings in for round 3, they're like people that you may have seen before. They may be people that you just know from the other games that you enjoy. Simple stuff like that. And we need to branch out to more of that, especially now.
So, yeah, no, to, like, close out, yeah, like you said, bring in more people from other avenues. Frost Prime does Slay the Spire. So there's that.
Oh, yeah.
If I could do a pitch of, like, who I would want to see in Wisely Wars, I would want to see Solo Dolo.
Is this your way of summoning Tekk? Oh
Anyways,
man, but
yeah, moving on. What's next on the radar? El Rano getting laid off. That
yeah,
is, oh my god, dude.
yeah. If
This is gonna
y'all,
go.
if SBS wasn't a big blow to Aether Studios, this is an even massive blow to Aether Studios, because El Rano has effectively created the identity, the art style of Rivals of Aether, of
Oh
Rivals of
my
Aether
god.
2, and a couple and all the spin-offs too. And yeah, no, yes, some of the spin-offs are also a joint effort between the other artists that were on the team,
Holy
like
fuck.
Andy Ayla, right? But in terms of like, hey, if you were to ask like somebody, hey, who's like the main artist, the main person that made like the identity of this game, it's El Rano.
Mm-hmm.
But this news came like as like a big shock to me, because I opened up the Rivals of Aether artist server, and I saw that. I was like, oh god, how do you go up from here now? But
Yeah.
let me read off what was said. For context, El Rano stopped using Twitter ages ago until recently when this shit happened. He had to say something because it was getting out of hand. But Toast says that I wanted to share this on here since I know a lot of the Rivals community isn't on Blue Sky. And it basically, El Rana says this: apologies for being quiet lately. I've been affected by a layoff, and after 9 years working at Aether Studios, making characters for Rivals of Aether, Dungeons of Aether, and Rivals of Aether 2, I will be out of a job starting May 1st, so as of today, he no longer has a job, no longer with Aether Studios. If you need a concept artist or character designer, hit me up. And Toast goes on to say, absolute shock. Rivals of Aether isn't Rivals without Marc Knelsen. Insanely massive loss to the franchise. And naturally so, this made a lot of people nervous, right? And it's fine to feel that way. But the thing that I despised the most was the number of people that sat there and started fucking dooming about the game. Because El Rano is now gone. There were literal people attacking Aether Studios over this. There were, once again, people that we know in the community gloating and saying, "Oh, I knew this game was gonna fail. This game was always gonna fail. This just looks bad," and yada yada yada. And we'll see later on that's and we will see later on that.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm really okay.
This fucking guy.
Okay. No, I'm gonna interrupt really quick. Okay, it's still pretty bad, but I'm pretty sure somebody said like they have a fucking backlog. They have a backlog of like El Rano shit, but the problem is they don't got any more new shit after that. Is the real big problem? They have the backlog. So who knows how deep it goes, and that's the other issue. We don't know how deep it goes.
Yeah. Like, so it's actually ridiculous hearing so many people say, "I'm not going to support Aether Studios anymore after this."
That's
Like,
you not supporting it
guys,
is why they're in this position in the begin with. You cannot be real. That is like you are dead ass right now.
Do you guys not realize the number of sacrifices the devs are making to make sure that you guys have a game that you guys can play on a daily basis, that you can run tournaments for on a daily basis, and all of that? If none of you all listening to us have watched the most recent dev stream, Dan himself said this. He has not taken a single salary since December, all because he wants to make sure that finances are still stable for his company and the people that are working for Aether Studios. And because of that, he was going to take his sons to see the Mario Galaxy movie. He can't do that. He can't do that because of the sacrifices he's making. So for everybody who is saying, I'm not gonna support Aether Studios after y'all got rid of El Ranno, and with such malicious fucking intent. First of all, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up.
Yo, wait. Play
and
the Aether
two,
beat.
realize the number of sacrifices that are being made to try and maintain this game. Right? Yes, shit looks rough right now. Even we were like, oh god, what are they gonna do from here? This doesn't look good. But when you hear something as heartbreaking as a father not being able to take their son to the movies, not taking a salary since the end of last year, just to keep this project alive that he's worked so hard on, are you really going to not support them when this is what's fucking happening?
Dog,
really?
Dog,
you guys are a part of the fucking problem.
No, you don't understand, Jazz. If they just made Rivals 1 but 3D, it would have worked.
If this is still the type of shit that we're on, please genuinely grow the fuck
Jazz,
up. I'm getting so sick and tired of this.
Show the game of.
And I know this is a bit, right? But I'm genuinely so sick and tired of Rivals 1 players just acting like this. Oh, but I don't see the Rivals 1 players that are acting like this. What are you talking about? We'll get to that later. We'll get to that next.
To break the ice, so to speak, you could show the games of Pa and the Pa. Like this is what you wanted. This is what y'all wanted. Damn, bro. But I thought this game was never lame. Bitch, you can make any fighting game lame as fuck after watching what I have witnessed.
Yeah, you could. All you have to do is just channel your inner Jaewong in any fighting game.
Oh my god, you're gonna learn today. Like, no. So, like, to people saying, like, yo, if you just made it Rivals 1 but 3D, it would have popped. No, the fuck it would not. And why? And how can I say this so confidently? Why did Rivals 1 not really pop all like that, huh? Why did it take AlphaRad doing funny workshop videos to get a glance?
Exactly, and of course, per usual, because of this, we have more Rivals 1 versus Rivals 2 discourse, which again, it's 2020 fucking 6. Knock it off.
No.
It got to the point where SBS even had to say himself, guys, knock it off. Rivals 2 wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Rivals 1. And you wouldn't be able to keep Rivals 1 going if you didn't have people trying out Rivals 2 and getting curious about the first game.
Which we could also
knock it off.
We could, dude. I've said it before. Rivals 2 is the gateway drug to Rivals 1, but you know, and this is the unfortunate truth. R2 players can get away with shitting on R1. You're just gonna have to hold that. I'm sorry, but you can't. But R1 players cannot shit on R2 like ridiculously because it will get the R2 player to not try R1, and then we look so crazy to the outside they're not going to try either game, which they would have tried R2 first.
Because R2's the thing that looks like Smash, and I know you guys don't want something that's like Smash, and that's fine. To each their own. Play whichever game you want. Just stop shitting on the other. It's so annoying. It's so old. Please just grow up. But the shit that transpired because of El Ranno getting laid off,
which I hope he got a job,
got so bad that even he had to come back to Twitter himself to tell you guys to knock it off because you guys are being so hateful to Aether Studios.
Oh yeah, he had to hop back.
Over a single layoff.
He had to
because
hop back
you guys
on.
want to gloat and say that this game deserved to fail over one layoff. Are we serious? But anyways, El Ranno came back and said this. And this was also said on Blue Sky, where he's more active. Hey guys, I've seen a few people posting hateful messages towards Aether Studios since my announcement on Blue Sky. While I understand your frustration, please do not harass the team. I should clarify, we did not burn any bridges, and I did not leave at odds with the studio. Because for some reason, people thought that there was bad blood between Dan and Marc. And if you've seen how Dan reacted to the first round of layoffs for this year, Dan genuinely wants to bring these people back. Like, why would there's no world where I see that man laying somebody off on bad terms. Everybody that he's laid off has been on good terms.
Have these people
Like, what are we doing?
have actually no. I'm letting this statement pop now. To the people sending those malicious like things, you held a job. Have you had a job? Like, that's just the unfortunate thing that happens if shit is not moving as well as you would think, and it sucks. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's so stupid, bro. Both of you.
And he goes on to say this. There's a lot of very talented people. They're working hard to make sure that Rivals 2 is a great game. I trust them to make the necessary changes
Tekk's
in the
here.
art direction, even if it eventually
Yes.
strays from what I've done since I've joined the team. The situation of the gaming industry is dire, yes, but I will still look forward to new projects and new challenges. In the meantime, please support them because they do need all the support they can get from now on.
No, it wasn't Rivals with 3D.
Oh my... Jesus
You're so
Christ.
right, bestie. You're so right. Sorry, I'm late, y'all.
No, understandable.
Yeah, welcome back, Tekk. We want to share with the class, how did your Mother's Day go?
Went pretty good. We went to my fiance's uncle's house with the family and ate a bunch of seafood and just kind of chillaxed and hung out with her grandma and stuff.
Dude, man, I'm glad I don't have these headphones on speaker, and because like my dad was choked, we did not go for seafood.
Yeah, we had crawfish and crabs, and
He was kind of tight
it was
about
pretty
it.
good. Yeah,
He was
good stuff.
You triggered the Mailander in me when you said crabs.
But yeah, no. The reason why we didn't go seafood is because like straight up, all the seafood joints are either fully booked or are in casinos, or they're 45 fucking minutes away.
Yep.
With no parking. That's the thing. I think that was the most.
jeez.
That's the most infuriating part. Is there's no parking.
And they're expensive. All right,
Well, the expensive wasn't all that because my fucking measly tax return went nuts, and I used that to pay for the food.
Yep, I just saw one Lambo.
You know, okay,
Alright.
real talk. If I was actually that rich, like the money troubles would not be happening with Aether Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but believe us, if we all had infinite money glitch, some way to make money, we'd be giving it to Aether Studios right now, so they could fix so much with their game. Because yes, again, guys, neither Rivals 1 or 2 are perfect. We have gripes with both games.
Very true.
I literally
We have gripes with both games. We've always had gripes with both games. Our bias is not strictly towards Rivals 2 to the Rivals 1 people that think all we do is shit on Rivals 1. No, we shit on both games, but we do it out of love.
Hey man, my buddy,
Because we want both games to succeed.
the buddy Pa Ed Lapa, like is hopefully shining the light.
But yeah, the
What I
current
miss?
it is true. The current state of the game industry is rough for a lot of obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Esports too is rough right now.
Yeah. I mean, esports being rough is a given. You see everybody selling their fucking soul to Saudi Arabia, and obviously I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it's like, why? I'm just sitting here watching. Yeah, they just want A-Rod money. I'm sitting here like, guys, really? You care more about the fucking paper than creating a welcoming space? That's where we're going. But yeah, the state of things is just rough right now. So layoffs are bound to happen with any company, right? This isn't like an end all be all, and it sucks. And it sucks when like the most notable people on a company get laid off. That's how we felt about SBS. We're still questioning what the heck is going to happen with R2CS. We still don't even have the start of R2CS Season 2 or Top 50, but I digress.
There you go. There you go.
I do have predictions about everything. So, I guess after we cover the rest of the Ranno stuff, I'll just briefly say like the other stuff for the other topics I missed. But my feelings towards like the esports Saudi Arabia stuff is like it's the same as everybody else's. The only other thing is like, is the paper more important? No, but for some people that are trying to do this professionally, which is the 0.00001%, if that's what they're going there for their career choices and just to pay their bills. I mean, we're not paying their bills, so we don't
Yeah,
really have a say so. And then, but everything else in terms of like safe space, like Jazz was saying, I mean, like, that is also very important. Like, we need that, and I'm hoping that Saudi doesn't just soak up every fucking tournament, because at that point it's going to be like, well, as long as the tournaments are still in America and they don't have any control over here, then we're safe-ish. But you know what I'm saying? It's everything's just so fucked up everywhere, no matter what you're looking at. And I don't mean to be all fucking doom and gloom, but to just jump past that, since that's not even on the topics, the El Ranno stuff with him being laid off, dude. I'm sure you guys have already said it, but like, why are people pissed off at Aether Studios? Why are you sending?
Because this wouldn't have happened if they just made Rivals 1 in 3D. This game was doomed to fail.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
It backstabbed all 12 people playing the first game.
And 11 of them have alt accounts. Or 11 of them are alt accounts. But anyway,
Jesus Christ. Okay,
right,
damn.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to rant for a little bit. And
dude, we're only an hour. We're only like about like an hour-ish in. Like,
okay, so we do have.
We had like a 10-minute intro.
Okay. All right. So this is my perspective of everything that's happening. Right. We're gonna cover the death threat stuff first, because there has been a couple, and there has been some other shit that I don't remember who this person was, but I am putting you on blast for the person that said that Aether Studios is acting like a AAA company and just getting rid of the people that helped build the groundwork. You're dumb as fuck. I just want you to know that, and I want you to resonate with it. That if you can't look at this studio that has just put a shit ton of love in the game, whether we agree with their decisions or not, which I don't agree with a lot of their fucking decisions. I don't agree with a lot of the mechanics that are in the game, their fucking promotion of the game and marketing and all that stuff. I disagree with a lot of it. I have bitched about it. Look at any other fucking episodes. I'm one of the bitchers, okay? I will bitch a bunch. But for you to sit there and say that, and this isn't even like I can bully my younger sibling and you can't. It's not even like that. It's if you look at that and all the stuff that they've done together, why the fuck would they lay off SBS if he was one of the key community manager people? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You got to look and be like, yeah, dude, they are hurting for fucking money. They did talk about the layoffs, and yeah, they are laying off Ranno. Well, why didn't they announce it and like fucking tell it? The only person we really knew about was SBS. We didn't know the other fucking people really, and it's none of our fucking business. Why the fuck is it any of our business? It's not. And then to go even further into this,
because Tekk were family.
I don't give a shit, but. Sorry,
I had to like I gotta break the tension it's somewhere, bro.
But to sit there and say that like Dan is all for corporate greed,
he hasn't taken a paycheck. We talked about that. He hasn't taken a paycheck since December.
I didn't even know that until earlier this week when Outkast told me, because my shit was like, bro, he's got 2 kids. Trevor has a kid. They gotta feed their families, as well as like the other people that are on the fucking team. Look, it's not paid in fucking happiness and whatever the fuck else you air. Like that's just not how it is. Oh, I don't understand. Shut up. You just don't understand shit.
You just never held a job.
Yeah. And the other thing about how we don't have RTCS, this is a prediction, not a spoiler. But it's I think that Evo is potentially the last hurrah without us knowing right now. If we don't have an R2CS, we have a bunch of layoffs, and in the best way possible, all the emails that are going out to all the players, it's like kind of desperate, but in a good way, not a bad way, in a good way. And this is kind of like revival of Melee. Like when that tournament happened, that was supposed to be the last hurrah for Melee, and then it got the resurgence. I'm not saying that this is going to be the resurgence of Rivals or whatever the fuck, and then we're going to have 10 billion players or whatever, but that's kind of the vibes I'm getting from it. We haven't heard shit about R2CS. We usually hear or get a trailer at Genesis every year, being like, "Hey, you enjoyed the previous season. We got another one coming up. Here's a little baby trailer. Enjoy it." Blah 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 blah. So I think at Evo we're probably just gonna get the new character, which could potentially be like this year could just be the last characters, and then they can't do anything else, and then after that, there's kind of holding on with like fucking sticks and strings at that point. But that's just kind of how I'm seeing it. Not to be a fucking doomer, but if we're having the layoffs, we're having a shit ton of people come into like Evo. Like even my alt account got, hey, we heard that you've been playing recently, and I'm like, I haven't opened this account in 2 months.
Ooh.
If you want to go to Evo,
I low key want to check
blah blah
that.
blah, and then we can get you in or pay for your ticket. But all your your flight, your hotel, your food, you have to pay for that on your own. But we can get your ticket. Like they're really trying to get that in there. Now on the flip side of this, and I know I'm talking a long time. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
but
it's all good.
On the flip side of this is also kind of similar to when Dan was at Genesis and other tournaments, where he was literally paying for everyone's fucking entry. I forgot what Genesis. It might have been 5. And this is it's the same Genesis that SFAT and Pew Pew you were in. They got to play for free, and he paid for all the entry of like pretty much every fucking player. So that could be it. That could be a thing, and we could be having godlike marketing from fucking off-brand games. But I mean, we've suffocated from holding our fucking breath for this goddamn long. So I highly doubt that that's it.
Oh my god, we didn't even touch.
But yeah,
on that.
that's just kind of my feelings on it. I hope that Evo is like, the fucking the bee's knees and everything goes great, and then they're like, hey, R2CS is upon us, let's fucking go, and then here's your character trailer, and oh my god, Dan just rode in with 50 fucking Lambos thanks to Outkast, and we're giving it away to top 32, and he's selling the other ones, and then now we have development for the next 25 years, and 40 more characters are being added. But that's a pipe dream. Bro, and that's not fucking realistic.
If he adds, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. If he adds in 20 more characters, like let's say fucking perfect world, fucking they get funding, they add in 20 more characters, bro. I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
Too many matchups.
Yep.
I think it would be. I think we could have a healthy 28 to 32 characters, and that would be.
By the time they get to 32, it's like, okay. Please.
Oh yeah, I'll be dead by then. I'm gone by then, brother.
Please just stop.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of
still playing this game at the ripe age of 50.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I can't keep up with these youngins.
No, I'm just stalling with Odon at that point because it's got to be 2037 by then, right? Or 2035, yeah.
Oh boy, but yeah, to kind of bounce off of your point, I do know that Dan also said in the most recent dev stream that all the RCS stuff was supposed to go out in April.
Like literally
it sucks.
Literally 2 weeks ago, it was supposed to go out.
Yeah, which it sucks that they're behind again. But this goes back to what I was like saying earlier to Pollyanna. It's like something I always say. We need the devs to tap in to their community like they did with Rivals 1 because they have no other choice at this point. I remember SBS saying to me before he got laid off that, oh, we want to bring in people and pay them. Well, you guys don't have the luxury to do that, right? And I would rather work for Aether Studios for free and help them get stuff out like R2CS stuff out like, a lot more quicker so there's not this like constant delay. And I know part of season 2 not being announced yet is like stuff with other tournaments that want to be a part of the circuit. So that's out of my control. That's out of all of our control. But
yeah,
I don't care about the money. I just care about keeping this game alive. Right?
And for you,
that breaks my heart that Dan can't take his own sons, and they're young. One is like I want to say like 4, and the other's a newborn. Not a newborn, but like almost
1.
a year old. Yeah, basically almost 1. That sucks. No child should ever have to be told they can't go to the movies. Even though Dan said that his kid forgot, but like you had people like Nurse straight up started a fundraiser to make sure that Dan could get his kid to the movies. Like, there's plenty of people in this community that care. There have been people that have been telling him, "Hey, Dan, start up a Ko-fi. We'll give you money as like donations to help keep the game up, to help you be able to fulfill your roadmap." We care. We care. We just want the devs to listen to their community, right? We want them to tap into us because it's the power of us is what's going to keep this game going. When you have the right people working with the developers, we can do anything. And this goes for Rivals 1 as well. This goes for this goes for both games. Right? We even see like SBS immediately after getting laid off. I was like, I got plans for you guys. Ian Dinos brought back Grassroots League. We got a lot of good people that want to see this game go. So for every person that is like sending death threats to Aether Studios over fucking layoff, which again, why? Please genuinely grow the fuck up.
That also does not affect
and
you.
And go touch grass.
That does not affect you too. Like, why?
But yeah. Point is, are things rough? Yes, they are. But it's going to take all of us and a shit ton of convincing towards Dan to let us throw more money at them to be able to get through this rough patch. That's all I had to say. Outkast, you have anything else to input?
Tekk, you look like you're about to say something. I'll chime in after.
I was gonna say, I can guarantee if Dan opened up a Patreon and he did minimal effort and it was just, he took his webcam and just turned it on and then put his fucking screen on and just showed just some shit that he was doing for the day for like 30 minutes to an hour and just yapped about the game, I guarantee people would be subbing and they would just come in and they would just listen. And it's just another way to support, just like Jazz was saying.
Yeah, $10 a month?
$10 a month is fine. And I'm glad that they put gifting in the game because I was running out of shit to buy. If you guys don't know...
There's a man that fucking hates this game, by the way. There's a man that hates the game.
I don't like this game.
There's a man that fucking hates this game.
I get very angry at this game. I crash out weekly at this fucking game with things that don't work and the servers and everything else that we're not getting into right now. But besides every icon, I have bought every skin, palette, emote, death effect, skin pack, every fucking thing you can think of, I've bought. And if you go to like Mango's stream, I've just been gifting him shit. I gifted him every Zetter icon and whatever skins he didn't have because he likes Zetterburn.
All right,
I'm trying to convince Joey to add me on Steam so I can just gift him all the shit too. Someone was like, well, how many Dan dollars do you have? At the time, I had 18,000.
Jesus.
And I think now I'm down to like 12K because I've just been gifting shit. Oh no! Like, support the fucking game. I hate the game, and I'm still fucking supporting it.
Man, dude, can't say the same for the fucking batch of people we're gonna get into later.
And then
I
think the only other person, well, there's probably other people that just don't say anything about how much they've spent on the game. But I think the only other person that's like just been buying every fucking thing is Toma. There's probably other, like I said, quiet people that do it.
It's probably Toma, and then it's probably Zeke.
Yeah, and Zeke too. So
like,
I mean, if you guys can do it, just fucking.
They did not want to say how much exactly they spent at the time.
Buying gift shit. That's fine.
Oh my god.
But I can guarantee, if we get the big paydays, and me and Outkast become millionaires, oh, they're gonna make some money. they're gonna make some money.
So stupid, bro.
Yeah.
I will. Okay, I'll leave it with this. So they said like at their highest, right? They had 35 people employed.
Mm-hmm.
They're down to like 20 to 25 right now.
Yeah.
So that's the other fucking shit, guys. This like the layoffs suck, but like they're also trying to constantly punch up when they're not there, and they're getting burned for it. But you're gonna talk about I'm not gonna support Aether Studios anymore. Fucking why? You sound dumb. You are really, really dumb.
I don't get it. I hate this game and I still spend money on this game. Just support the fucking game, dude.
Just like.
As you
Why do you
angrily
hate
play it
playing the
more.
game, Tekk? Just go back to Rivals 1. No, that's
Oh,
not the
bro,
point.
yo,
That's not the point.
my buddy Pod the Pod would just make Tekk hate the game.
Dude, I do enjoy the game of Rivals 1. But that's not the one that they're fucking pushing right now, okay? That's it. I can't buy a bunch of shit in Rivals 1 besides just buying 40 copies of the fucking game. I just can't fucking... What is that gonna do for them? Nothing, bro.
It's also the fact that, like, they're not getting spins at tourneys, so it's not gonna, like, incentivize people to fucking travel for said tourneys. And so, most of those tourneys are in America, so...
All of them are.
No, they have some in EU still.
Actually, yeah, no, that is true.
They're scarce,
I'm
but there's still
liar.
some in EU.
Yeah, and guess what?
I'm a fucking liar, and I literally helped out with adding EU tournaments to something that we'll get into later, and I'm fucking lying.
And guess what? They just keep their head down, just fucking play, and then hey, people spectate. But hey, that's just what we see, and I'm just lurking. All right, you want to talk about the do's and don'ts now? We're be closing in.
Oh boy, so this is kind of an extension of like some of the things that I didn't like that came out about Ranno getting laid off. But it's also like a genuine thing of like, if you're a TO that's trying to run both Rivals 1 and 2, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to punch down one game and then act like you're supporting both games and then continue to punch down one game?
Play their Aether beat, Jazz. Put on the Aether beat.
Oh my god, if...
Hold on. I'll just send it to you. Fuck. Whatever. Just send you the instrumental. Yeah, No, that's, I don't know if it's gonna have the ad-libs.
Oh, okay, just send it to me. But, I want to start with this. We briefly mentioned Full Stack in episode 27 in relation to it being the start of Grassroots League. The most we spoke about it...
There you go, sent it.
...was, what's it called? Why being the winner and starting off in the lead for the Grassroots League Invitational, right? But...
Jesus Christ. Okay.
There is another thing that came out of Full Stack that I really did not like, and it involves the head TO.
Did you play it? You're about to... guaranteeing. Alright, there you go.
Guys, if you're gonna be a TO, it doesn't even matter if your focus is in Rivals 1 or 2. For the love of God, please do not shit on the game. Do not shit on the game. And I'm talking about Rivals 2 because we've said before, Rivals 2 is the gateway into Rivals 1.
Is it even going?
So why was one of the responses that I saw to Ranno getting laid off came from one of the head TOs of Full Stack being like, "Oh, this game is good. This game's not gonna make it to the next year, is it?"
Oh,
and it's like,
wait. Sorry to interrupt, but pussy, why didn't you leave it up? Why didn't you leave it up? You were so fucking proud and confident in saying this. The dumbest shit I've seen come out of your mouth. Why would you not leave it up? Stand on it.
what was said, you guys are wondering? I gotta really zoom in. Oh, Rivals 2 is not living to next year, huh? Again, it is hard. It is hard to be hopeful that this game is going to thrive. The shit is rough right now. We've established that. But this solves nothing. And what makes this worse is that this is somebody who has already previously established that she loves Rivals 1 more.
But
instead of just
Go.
instead of just leaving Rivals 2 alone and like just letting it continue to run on at full stack along with Rivals 1, she just doubles down.
Which, like...
She just doubles down.
Which, honestly...
Why are we doubling down? This is, again, this goes back to what SBS was saying. This shit, you gotta knock this shit off.
This type of shit is, like, what made people during the Heatwave chat not want to play Rivals 1 while Rivals 1 was playing. It's
Guys,
like...
you don't say shit like this. Oh, I've never been a fan of Rivals 2. Whatever happens, happens. Play Rivals... No, that's not the mentality to have, especially as a TO who's running both games. That's not the mentality to have as somebody who was running both games.
Dude, and on top of that, this person was so braggadocious of like, oh my god, R1 had more people than R2. Oh gosh, he boogers, I wonder why. I didn't even know you had R2 in your bracket till the last fucking minute. Why the fuck?
Oh, but here's the kicker, guys. Because full stack happened on the same. Full stack was originally planned on the weekend where Rivals or Road to Vegas happened. Ludwig stepped over this event. So you know what they did? They asked for Ludwig to give them passes. They got the passes. So top 16 at full stack got passes to Evo. Where registration paid off. And this is what you do? You shit on Rivals 2? The game that's the game that you need to help Rivals 1 stay relevant and afloat? Why are we doing this? Why? And then you go on to say, oh, you back off and say that, oh, for everybody dooming about player count, this doesn't account for locals. Support your locals. Oh, but you know what I'm gonna still do? I'm gonna triple down again. I'm gonna triple down again on Rivals 1 still being the way.
Honestly, I think I gotta
And
respect it
quote
a little bit.
about the fact that Rivals 1 had more entrants than Rivals 2. This is not what you do. I don't care. I don't even care if Rivals 1 had more entrants than Rivals 2. Why are we still shitting on Rivals 2? It's clear that you need Rivals 2 to help get more people to play Rivals 1 at your event. Why are we shitting on it? Why are we tripling down on this?
Yo,
If Rivals 2 dies, you can kiss more people goodbye into Rivals 1. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Dude, on top of that, to add on to this fact, you've mentioned Evo passes, right? How much is that shit? Like $300, right?
Yeah.
What was the prize pot for R1? What did first place get? $100. So what we're saying?
No, it was like 100. I don't know what the prize split was. It's probably split amongst top 4. So it was $100 probably split amongst top 4.
So let's
I can double check that right now.
Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, first place got $100, right? Why? Got $100. Cowie player. Oh, big shocker. Somebody from the West Coast popping everybody. Who got second? Fennec, right? Damn, bro, it's like something about just being a part of West, having West from your region, just equals best. But there's also the fact that I'm going back to the $100 thing. So let's just say, argument's sake, why got $100? And Evo Pass is $300. So people who got 13th and above got something equivalent to $300. What are we doing? So even if R2 had less entrants, they got the bigger prize. And first place, let's say for argument's sake, first place for R2 got $100 plus an Evo Pass. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, so Rivals 1 had 50 people, sure. It was like around 50 people. So this is their prize split. The one that's like 33 through 64 entrants. So Y got 48% of $100, so $48.
Dog, I'm sorry. This man went into the red still. At least when Cake does it and wins, he, like, kinda maybe breaks even. This man's, like, deep into the red.
There's another game that they had less entrants than a lot of other entrants, and they had a bigger pop bonus.
No, you cannot be serious. There's no way.
It was Bam Bam Boom, wasn't it?
It was. Remember that? Remember that?
Oh my god, dude.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
That paper.
Oh man,
There's a
dude.
common theme. The game you shit on gets the most money. It's that thing that
Oh
one
my
that one
God,
commentator said that one
dude.
time. You bitches love being poor. Is that what it was?
You.
Like,
It's-
why
I'm
are
ju-
we
I'm just-
saying?
I am joking, but
Why
that
are
did
we
happen.
saying
Bam
I
Bam
know
Boom did
my
have
game is
that-
secure?
Do you though?
Why are we saying I know my game is secure? The game, if
No, the
Rivals
fuck
2
is
dies,
not.
Is it? I have a question. I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes, student tech, go.
So I've been around the block for quite some fucking time.
Oh yeah, you're gonna say.
My heyday is well fucking behind me. Okay. And I wasn't even really hot
What you
shit
mean?
back then.
You got ninth. You got ninth at Plat
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah. Why the fuck did I get ninth at Platfight? Where the fuck were y'all at? Your game's popping off. Your game is just fucking blossoming.
Y'all fucking
There's an
suck.
online bracket.
I'm sorry,
There's an
Tech, but
online bracket.
I'm sorry, Tech, but nah, all these guys suck.
Yeah.
You.
All the new gen kids are sitting here saying
You-
like
you
how
had
they're so
no-
much better and they're amazing, and then I get fucking ninth.
Had no business getting you. Okay, you at most had business getting 13th. I'm not gonna. You're better than you think. But no, ninth. No, I'm sorry.
Like almost get like that's.
That's fucking pathetic.
I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't like have a stroke or anything.
No,
But
you
I'm pretty
definitely
sure,
got ninth. You definitely got ninth. I'm not.
What? Like y'all's game is just so. I mean, I guess I gotta say my game because I love that game. Why don't you play more tech, bro? I'm fucking old.
No, why does he?
Old,
Why,
I have a life and I have to work.
why should he? Like he's clearly good enough. He got ninth.
Yeah, I don't even play. I don't even fucking play. I practice, I think, 24 hours before the fucking bracket, bro.
Yeah, it was 12. It was 12 hours.
I lost to. Where the fuck am I in here? I lost to Human Lime, who
I
know,
gotta be right back. I don't know what's going
and
on.
Genova, who I also know, who are not new gen kids, bro. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Human Lime is new gen. Genova, we both know.
New-ish gen, I guess.
Well, yeah, new-ish. But, guys, what's the point of my whole ranting on the Aether beat? For the love of God, if you're a TO, if you're a TO running either game, and you have a clear bias for either game, that's fine. I'm not saying don't have a clear bias for either game, but just don't actively shit on the other game. Because it's like what SBS said. Without one game, we wouldn't have the other.
That's true. Dude, just at the very least, just let it like in their own fucking space. And if you don't want it there, then just don't put it in your fucking event. Like that's it. That's it.
No, I must have it just so I can gloat later. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Christ. Wasn't there another thing that we had in our slideshow?
The other thing that kind of irks me a bit was like, everybody, there's people like, oh, we need more events like Hitfall and Full Stack. Guys, I need you to realize something. There would be no Hitfall or Full Stack if it weren't for Heatwave. And I'm not trying to devalue Hitfall or Full Stack. I'm just saying, put some respect on Heatwave.
Oh, what's that?
It's been doing it the longest.
That's where's that at?
Heatwave's been doing it the longest, and if anything, Heatwave is the standard for what we should be looking for in a grassroots event.
Just where is Heatwave at?
The West Coast. Well,
Collie G. Willikers, wow! And you know what's crazy? I still think like somewhere in Louisiana would be second place if they still kept shit going.
Yeah, dude. If we were able to do another Wrath, this is not really well known information, but we had talks about having another Wrath this year, but there was a lot of hoops and hurdles and some other bullshit. But Wrath was a great event. We had flown a bunch of players out from different games.
Mhm.
Oh my god! Now that I'm thinking about it, holy shit, we're stupid. We flew Bobby Big Balls out for the main.
Oh my.
That didn't age well.
Oh,
I had no part in that. We were just talking about the rivals players that came out for that shit.
Oh my god.
We had ZB, we had Cake, we had Luck, we had Switch.
Yo,
we had
you
Hyperflame.
You flew him out. He didn't drive.
Oh, true.
You flew him out. He didn't drive.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, he wouldn't even.
Blew him up because the stalker was sick, right?
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, regardless, I do wish we had more Wrath stuff, but that just goes to show, like, we had that one event, and everybody that we talked to, because the main concern of whenever I'm involved in running any type of event, and I had a very small part in this, I just with the electronic shit and the stream stuff and all that other bullshit, but low man on the totem pole, my main concern always, did every player walk away having a good time? And for the most part, yes. And the only reason other players didn't have a good time was because of interactions with another player, and then, we talked and settled the,
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
squashed some beef, but that was it. But all the other shit, everybody had a good time, and that's the main fucking concern. As long as your competitors have a good time, then you're good. It keeps them coming back, and if you do that, that's one of the duties you have to do. You got to make it as welcoming as possible.
Because, dog, looking at this shit, it does not make me want to go to Rochester, New York. If anything, I would just go to Rochester, New York, just to try the garbage plate. That's it.
And you know what the crazy part is? I've seen both full stack organizers say that, hey, there's people that want to come back to full stack, and that's good.
Treasure that.
It's not good. If people see, if the people that are attending full stack see, at least for Rivals 2, see you dogging on Rivals 2 like this, because that does nothing for nobody. That makes people not want to go to your event anymore. And on top of that doesn't just make the start of grassroots. This doesn't just make the start of grassroots league geophytes look bad. You also made it look like why should have Ludwig given you guys passes in the first place after stepping over your event?
If anything,
if you were just going to shit on Rivals too.
If anything,
Which is really funny for how much we shit on Ludwig.
Which,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, justified though, but
Yeah.
and
Justified, but like, I mean, Jesus Christ, like,
I mean, to them too, like their event getting stepped on. Okay, yeah, that is fair. Like, yeah, please give Evo passes. Okay, cool, but like, you can't then spit in his face after. After he actually did you a solid.
Why bite the hand that feeds? Why bite the hand that feeds?
All right, I know we had.
But
other
anyway,
we had other shit on that
that's
slideshow.
a big. This is a big don't to do as a TO, right? So what's something that you should do as a TO? Well, I'm not saying everybody should go out of their way and create some grandiose project that everybody can use. Right? There's a lot of things that you can do on like a small level to just make things more unified for TOs for both games. And that's where this website that I had the pleasure of helping work on comes in. So Toma, as we mentioned earlier, dropped a lot of money on this game, but also created probably the single most important resource for everybody to use. I'd like to go into the Rivals Play Network, because this was something I had the pleasure of working on. You know, I've been on a break from TOing. Like, I've just been in a bad place in life, and mentally I'm sitting here like, what's the point of me running this stuff if I'm not gonna get help? But just because I'm not getting help with the stuff that I want to run anymore or right now, doesn't mean I can't help out the rest of the community. And so I thought, I was like, oh, hey, this is very neat. This is an amazing thing that you threw together, Toma. I want to help out with this, so that way when we launch this and make it go public, people are able to have a resource that has like most of the known online tournaments for NA and EU already on there, as well as a couple of local ones. Now, I mainly did a lot of the online ones, and of course, if you are the TO of any of the ones that I added on there, make sure that you apply to the TO form so that Duoscythe can get you in onto the website, and you can claim your event. because there's a handful of them that I did add, and I want to make sure you guys have like full control of your event for moving forward. But what is Rivals Play Network is basically what you see here is a global calendar that allows you to find offline events within your region and also online events within your region. So as you can see, there's a lot of shit on here. So let me break down what you see here. And keep in mind, this site is still in beta. There's stuff that's still changing. So each event level is indicated by like the ranked medal. So online events are labeled in silver. Locals are labeled in gold. It was probably the first thing that you see on here when you look on here, and that was Toma's point. He's like, he wants locals to be like the first thing that you see. It's like there in bold, so you can go support your locals, right? So you have that. Platinum is conventions, which who knows, maybe in the future there's more stuff that's going to be labeled as with the plat icon. But in this case, it's just Comic Palooza. And literally this weekend we finally had Rivals 2 at a furry con as like a major, the literal furry major that people have been like, why isn't this game at furry conventions more? Which it was. Rivals 1 was definitely being played at furry conventions.
Well,
it's just that the devs have to target them more.
Well, we got a furry league, so are we really?
Yeah, and we have a furry league. Shout out to Soulberg guy for that. You guys should really check that out. It's a genuine cool idea I've seen. Regionals are indicated by diamond, and then majors are indicated by master or also red. Now, one of the things that I kind of wanted to push for was for online to start at gold and then move up, so that way once we got to major it would be the grandmaster icon. Obviously that's just my input. This is all Toma doing the development with some feedback, so it's up to whatever Toma wanted to do, and this is what he wanted to do, right? So you have that, and allow me to just kind of go through what it is. And this isn't just for Rivals 2, by the way. This is also for Rivals 1. And that's amazing.
No, don't do that. No,
I know Toma is one of the people. I know Toma is one of the many people that still care about both games and want to see both games succeed. So it's beautiful to see both Rivals 1 and 2 as like something that you can look up for. So you can filter it by game. Right now, in terms of the Rivals 1 stuff that is on here, it's mainly a lot of the EU stuff, but there's also the Texas. Shut up. Shut up. Listen. My focus was getting the EU stuff that Hokori put on the EU website on here, as well as all the online stuff that was on Hylia's calendar. That was my focus for now, for specifically the launch. Okay, this isn't me.
No, but no. But it's more so of like you also have to apply for this shit. Is why I'm like, just like, so we'll get into that later.
Yeah, but there's a Rivals 1 regional happening in Texas. You know, Texas has had a Rivals 1 scene before, and it's nice to see that it's back in full swing again, along with Rivals 2. That's pretty cool to see. But anyways, you can sort by game, you can sort by country. You'll see mainly a lot of that's definitely not in Canada.
That's crazy.
That's definitely not in Canada. This is in fucking LA.
No, actually, we took over. No, JK.
We take it over.
Wait, it didn't say SoCal. So it's like, yeah, no, that's not even close. It's not even close to us. It's close.
Yes, that's actually in this one's actually Run the Jewels is actually in Canada. No. Jesus Christ, can't anymore. But yeah, this is 1000% in LA. But again, this is in beta. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be tweaked, so no worries. Nothing for Mexico yet. Nothing for Australia yet. I know Australia does have some stuff though. I know Mexico has some online stuff though. So, but yeah, this is one of the things to do as like not even just a TO, but just like somebody if you care about the game. And I'm not, and you don't even have to do such a grandiose project as this, right? It can just be something simple, something that you're able to do, something in your control. Like I don't like maybe if you're a commentator who wants to get other people into commentating Rivals 2, you could have a commentating workshop. And this is an idea that I pitched to the other TOs in terms of like having a TO workshop because we need more of them. Right? You could, if you wanted to get into TOing, you could like spread the word. Something as simple as that. You could like, be like, hey, my friend, do you want to help out this game in some way? If you don't want to compete with TOing help, with like commentating help, with broadcasting help, just simple stuff like that. And this isn't just for Rivals 2. Again, this is for both games. This is something you could do for both games, right? Like one of the things Rivals 1 constantly struggles with in terms of their online stuff is finding commentators. I would know. I've struggled with finding commentators for so long that I just gave up on finding them. This is a lovely resource that was released for both games, and I want to keep seeing more resources for both games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see like a new team of people take initiative with like getting the Mizumi wiki for Rivals 1 finally done. Yeah. There was actually a wiki for Rivals 1 that was being done and it got abandoned. I would know. I was a part of that and I got too busy with fucking school and life to be able to keep up with it anymore. And I should still have access to it to some capacity to get stuff done. But I always constantly I will occasionally see like some Rivals 1 people be like, "Oh, this on the Mizumi is incorrect. Oh, this on the mentor bot is incorrect." If it's incorrect, at least for Mizumi, take initiative. Take initiative and fix it. Because I can guarantee you, some of the people that are working on the Dragdown wiki may also still be a part of the Mizumi wiki. Highly is one of those people for sure. Take the initiative.
Ooh.
We need a lot more unity and not fucking division. But anyways, Tekk. Oh, and look at that. This wasn't on here before. Right, the last time I looked at Rivals Play Network, there wasn't these like specific regions. Now we have specific regions.
Oh, really?
So this is constantly changing, constantly adding stuff.
Oh, when I first clicked on it, it had that shit.
That's pretty badass. The more details, the better.
Absolutely. But yeah, Tekk, Outkast, what do you guys have to say about this gigantic rant I've been on?
Dude, so
it's like some of the do's and don'ts of TOing.
When you said when I said earlier like, yo, you gotta apply for this shit, I'm like I immediately assumed that EU people did their shit and they just didn't. That's why I laughed.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, dude.
No, there's plenty of North American stuff on here.
No, for R1. For R1.
Oh, for R1.
That's why I laughed.
No, cause here's the thing. Hokori, who's basically just like the general EU TO, I would say at this point, she puts in a lot of fucking work. She made a straw page for like every EU event, and it had Rivals 1 and 2 events on there for online and offline. And the first time she had posted that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I get this on here. And I even asked her, hey, do you know like the times and days of some of these events that I'm not aware of? Because even I wasn't like too familiar with when a lot of the EU events happen, apart from Almond Cup, right? And she gave me that, and I put it on there. And that's what you just gotta do, is work together.
So yeah, this would have been very nice, in your tenure of like, helping out R1. You get somebody to work with, not doing everything solo, or what it felt like people fucking hindering you for no reason. I don't know. Is it M count? Oh no, leave that one out.
God damn it.
I needed one.
Oh man.
What do you think, Tekk? Because this is like overall, this is amazing.
Yeah, I think the tool is fucking sick. I mean, anybody can go and get their fucking event out there. It's just the only drawback, and this is like something that's like so fucking minute. It's just like I think it's hard for people to get to like this tool, right?
Ooh,
because I heard from it. I heard from it from Jazz and the gang. I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't even know what the fuck it was. And then I think it was in the official Rivals Discord. I think this is something that could be implemented if it's not too hard.
Into
It
the
could be
game.
implemented into the game at the bottom thing. Remember how this is podcast ago, but when I brought up Brawl Out and how they had like
Yep.
the TTV section with the streamers that were streaming the game, and then they had like, hey, tournaments and stuff. I don't know how hard that would be to implement that, but if that could be implemented, you could just have this one thing that's right there, and it's like Rivals Play Network, and it says find your local tourney here, and then it just does that.
I think that would like actually unironically help like the game by a lot. Considering
probably
It would. And
but like I said, I don't know what all goes into that, how much money that costs, if there's like a fucking thing that has to go with like like ad usage rights and all that other bullshit that costs like money. But I'm sure that between the people that are all involved creating it and with like Dan, there can be some consensus to something, that way like no one feels like they're being gypped or like, oh shit, we can't afford that because we're Aether Studios and fucking life hurts right now, and then the other people being like, oh, well, we need to be paid more because we did all this fucking work or whatever. But I'm sure that it's probably not as complicated as I'm making it seem. But I think that would be something that's super good, because that's just kind of the one thing I was like, how would I tell people about this that like really want to play, because like I said, I heard it from y'all and then maybe on the Discord, but I think having it implemented into the game would be super fucking sick. And that's the other cool part that makes Aether Studios not a AAA company, fuck you whoever said that, is that they actually listen to the community, and you can literally just talk to Dan. You can literally tweet at Dan, and like probably like 9 times out of 10 he will fucking respond.
By the way,
yeah, there's a lot of responses. And then you can also just hit him up whenever he does his random rank nights on his Twitch.
By the way, speaking of like whenever the devs need to tap into the community. Fucking dude, he just shits on my region, like on Twitter, like for like okay, it's not for no reason, but he like it would just be like he'd be clowning on us by saying like, "Yo, man, I don't know why the BC scene is so mad at me. I added in a skin for them, and it's fucking Clown Ranno."
Oh my god. So funny.
Like he just
Dude,
he has a hate boner for us.
can we get him to battle a BC like some way just to run the fucking match with y'all?
I'm just glad.
I need that. I need that.
I'm just glad he has never fought me or D-Brick at all, and it's probably gonna stay that way. Cause like, dude, he would probably crucify both of us.
Yeah.
Especially D-Brick. Especially D-Brick, man. He would crucify the old man.
But another like things about like the do's and don'ts and shit. Just fucking make sure your events run smoothly and just like communicate. If it's a local event or whatever, just communication is such a big key, and make sure you have enough hands like on the team, because like trying to do it alone, like don't fucking do it alone. Then you're gonna give up or whatever. Like don't have a big fucking ego. Just fucking do it, And the other cool part is if people come out to your region, you can go out after, have fucking dinner, and that's like one thing that we do. It's like, oh well, even if the event was shit, like, hey, you enjoyed the food down in the south, right? That'll get you to come back, right? And they're like, yeah, the food was a banger, and so was the tournament. I'm like, fuck yeah, we got the win. So, yeah, I mean, just look out for the community's best interests, and like, this is coming from a guy that hates Rivals too. So that's all you got. And just stop shitting on the other game. Like, I mean, just shit on it in VC or whatever. Be like, yeah, I fucking hate that game. But like, you ain't got to really put it out there. You're not helping nobody. You're hindering your fucking self, because you're gonna need one to survive with the other. And if you don't think so, I mean, where was Rivals 1 before fucking Rivals 2? Player increase wasn't there. They didn't have a shit ton of people. I was playing the game fucking religiously.
We got demoted.
Acting.
We got demoted at Genesis during Rivals 1.
Yeah, you're acting like you had all the shits. Like, yeah, did your player base dip more after Rivals 2 came out? Yeah, but it wasn't like a shit ton because you were already low-key kind of dead. So, which sucks to say, and it's coming from someone that loves fucking Rivals 1.
Like, that, Jazz, wasn't there more to the slideshow that we had, or nah?
No, I ultimately decided, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm just gonna keep it simple. But I do want to say this.
Yo, that...
I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to hear. What am I supposed to do if this game doesn't get dev support ever again in Rivals 1? You guys have dev support. It is there. God forbid their priorities be on Rivals 2 right now, because that's the game they're trying to push. That's the game that's getting active live service right now. They still care about Rivals 1. You guys are getting some sort of package that is tied to Grassroots League. I don't want to see dooming. Because we've seen dooming from that same person that was shitting on Rivals 2 and then trying to gloat about Rivals 1 having more entrants. Don't be that person.
And if you don't think Rivals 1 has
We
support,
don't
look at fucking
need-
Creatures of
we don't need
Ether.
people like that. We need more people to just simply run both games without pushing other people away.
I caught that, Tekk. I caught that one, Tekk. Fuck you, bro.
I'm just saying, I like Creatures of Ether too. Y'all are like, oh, we don't have dev support. Look at their other fucking games.
And you know what? There's definitely people out there that still play Creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is more inactive than Rivals 1.
Yep.
So as long as there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
But that way is not shitting on one thing or the other. Like, we shouldn't have to take up a whole nother episode for like the millionth time just to say this. But it gets it gets so annoying when this is constantly happening every layoff for some reason. And just even in general. Like, can we all as a community just move on from this stupid beef that doesn't need to happen and fucking coexist? That's all I'm asking for. That's all a lot of people are asking for.
Just gotta let it go. Think of it this way: the more you bitch, the more layoffs they're gonna have. Think about it like this: every time you complain, your complaint goes into a layoff bottle, and when it fills, someone else gets laid off. So shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Just stop.
Okay. I think that will wrap it up since we're not doing the rest of the slideshow. It was bad. It was bad, guys. It was bad. It was bad.
I can cover thoughts on Wisely Wars since I didn't get to be in there.
Oh yeah.
Rosters were cool. My favorite team was Switch's team. The results in terms of like, I wanted Switch's team to win, but like Cake's team was like, dude, that shit was so egregious. In beginner you have Loxodont, in intermediate you have Claren, and then after that in advanced you have Galvin, and then expert you move on to either Lorena or Galvin, and then after that you have to fight Cake. If you get to game 5, that shit's broken as fuck. That was just so evil.
Dude, yeah, we were just talking about that. Sorry to interrupt. We were just talking about like, yo, what were the easiest characters to like just pick up and play? Fuck, dude, you just named all. Exactly. All of them aside from Galvin.
The sad part about that is like, I don't know if y'all touched on it, is that like I watched Switch's team the whole weekend because that was the one that I liked the most, and it was really sad, even though it was at the very end and everybody was tired because they were all East Coast and they were like, oh fuck, most of these other people are like West Coast, so like they're still like up, and I don't quote me on it, but I know that they were all like East Coast.
Fuck.
And poor Quezzy, she was like, after tonight, I'm not touching this game ever fucking again. I'm not even going for a Wisely Wars 3. And I think Frost Prime said he's not opening again, and then I think Walt was just like, yeah, I mean, even if I played this game again, it'd still be too soon. Something along those fucking lines. Yeah, dude. Which is kind of sad, but it also
a birthing scene, bro, because they were there for a while.
Yeah, they were there for a long time, but it also kind of just goes to show like how infuriating this game can fucking be. And Quezzy was definitely on the train of like, if we're in the very beginner spot, I think Loxodont should be banned. And I was like, you know, that could be a thing. That could be because
That
I mean,
low key, like he's
yeah,
this I don't know, like it's just me even from playing Lockslot just a little bit. I'm like the skill discrepancy is like, yeah, he gets dogged on like way at the top, but like,
yeah,
man, you can kind of go far.
yeah. And Ludwig actually streaming. Clap it up.
Oh yeah, we
Clap
talked.
it up. Clap it up.
Yeah, and he would have streamed the Sunday if that thing didn't happen.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
like
you cannot blame him for that. We're not gonna shit him for that.
yeah. Yeah, no, it was that, and we were like, all right, and he didn't hop on live afterwards.
Yeah, which is good.
Which is
That
like,
isn't-
what?
The only gripe is day one.
Okay, day one is like whatever because like the return on
Yeah.
day 2 and then possibly
Yeah.
day 3 was like higher, which is why I'm like,
Yeah.
and plus I really just want to give him something because like dude, it's just been like he's just like and like whatever at that point.
Yeah, he was
Just like-
and whatever. And this is just a common Ludwig theme. I just want to let everybody know he's just fucking late to everything. I just thought it was the Wisely Wars and like streaming and all that other stuff. But no, even when he was in the Pokemon event with Peachow and Point Crow, he didn't stream. I think it was what was the last week, Jess? The last week of the event?
Yeah, he didn't start until the last week because he thought that he was that good at Pokemon. Spoilers.
And it was he's not.
No.
But it was a month-long event. You had a month that you could play and build your team through this Nuzlocke event. Very cool video. It was like 3 hours. It took me and Jazz watched it. It took us a couple days because we're not just gonna watch the whole fucking thing in one sitting. But it was a really cool event idea. And he is in this AT&T event, and I saw a video of people that were getting cookies delivered to their house for the AT&T event. I think it's like a Call of Duty event with AT&T or something. And it was every person that's involved in the event, they get their own cookie. And Ludwig's is literally called Latewig because of how late he is. So it's like, this is just a common fucking theme. So, I mean, I kind of find it disrespectful because I think you should just fucking be on time. But at least it's not like, oh, he just absolutely hates fucking Rivals 2 that much that he's like, oh yeah, minimal fucking effort. He just gives minimal effort to everything.
I think that's worse.
And still wins.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's worse than I don't feel
Yeah,
bad.
I think it's bad, but I was like, man, is it really us? Like, is he really just being an ass to us?
I don't feel any better because it's like, well, then why have him at the thing? I would have just rather had Moist Critical if that was possible.
God, I need Charlie and our Wisely Wars. This should be so funny.
Yeah.
I would just want to pair him with Cake or Zeus at that point.
Yeah.
Because I just want Charlie to say something out of pocket and then just Cake to like either no sell it or oversell it. You want me to play the soundbite? Sure. Now remember, guys. Oh yeah, you go on.
I think that's probably about it for like my thoughts on Wisely Wars. I think it was good.
It was a good event.
It was a good event.
I was just following Braden.
If there's another one, oh yeah, Braden was also great. The coolest thing was Braden saying that he wants to continue to grind the game to see how he's going to be in like 6 months from now, and this was his first plat fighter.
That is insane.
He just had a ton of content ideas, and he was like, I'm working on a progression video of how far I'll be in 6 months, and this is going to be great coverage for my other video. It was like after was it day one? Yeah, after day one, the next day he already had a highlight video up of all of his shit, which is like, that's crazy that he got that shit up that fast. Whereas, a lot of other people just aren't making fucking content. That's another thing on how to grow your game. Make some fucking content around it.
Dude, that's
the C word.
We're running out of time. I was gonna get into that, but I'm like, nah.
We're not getting into that. That's
a next week problem. Holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah,
but just remember,
that's the whole last thing.
say content 3 times fast. Fucking I appear apparently. Because apparently content's the boogeyman for R1, but that's another time.
When I go to my next local, I'm gonna say it, so you just teleport to Louisiana, and then I'll have D-Brick say content in Canada, and you can just teleport back home. That way we can hang out. No one will suspect a thing. It'll be fine.
It's like I get fucked up by the time zone.
Yeah.
Just
But yeah, that's it. In terms of Wisely Wars, a good event, and I hope there's a third one, and I hope there's some other streamers that I'd really like to see in there. That would be cool.
we must have Ludwig again, so he can give out more Evo passes.
Oh,
potentially,
right.
potentially.
Yeah,
We'll see.
totally. Yeah, and then for those like, stop shitting on him.
Providing warmth to that nigga penis. You giving a very
Oh my
gentle
God.
hug to that nigga penis. Stop hugging that nigga penis.
There. All right.
Fair.
One.
Fair.
We're way over, but fuck it. We're here now. This is the return. One question.
Oh, true.
First come, first serve. We're wrapping this shit up. Oh man, play the Aether beat. So
Oh,
stupid.
true.
No! Don't actually do that. Don't do that now.
Annie or Malo?
Is Annie the duck with the pom poms?
Yeah, the
Is that the
thing with the pom pom
dreams?
from Dreams.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll take Annie.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck she would do.
Annie?
She would just like throw confetti and then it would just hit you and shit, I don't even know. But
I mean yo, air can be part of surprise, right?
oh, true.
No, that's how you bring back the guest element.
She'd have the poppers like Isabel and Ultimate. That would be cool. Cause she has one of those in the.
Yo,
in the
wait,
video.
hold on, wait. This might actually be sick. Wait, hold on, wait. And then her out special, she can teleport because like surprise.
Oh yeah, like she pops out of a. Yeah, dude, she could have a cool moveset. It'd be really.
Wait, yeah, wait, hold on, wait. We're cooking. Wait.
Hey, you know what this is, fellas? This is another content idea. It's a one.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, this is for Rivals too. Wait, never mind. I'm chipper.
Yeah.
Nah, but actually no. Annie's already in Rivals 1. She's just the very old character.
Yeah, she's a very old workshop character.
Oh really? I didn't even know that.
No, but they
Which
could just
actually, speaking of Chalco, guys, try out Kilo Flow. That's Chalco's game that they put in a lot of time and work into. If you like Abs is in that game, you can play as her. Do give Kilo Flow a try. Chalco's a very pivotal part of the Rivals community, mainly on the workshop side, but also we wouldn't have Annie and Dreams if it wasn't for Chalco, so make sure to give let me spell it out. It's Kila Flow on Steam.
It's the goat right there. Anyways, it's gonna be it for us. Any closing? That was the one question, so you guys burned it. So there you go.
Yep, they burned it.
I guess we'll be back when we have more interesting stuff to talk about that isn't us ranting about the usual for like the
Millionth time.
third-ish time in the last couple of months.
This one was needed because like, guys, what the fuck, bro? Come on.
True.
Oh my god, your camera going brazy, bro.
Yeah, no, it just.
True.
It follows me or whatever.
But yeah, listen to what SBS says. Stop trying to cause division. Knock it off. Let's just have both games coexist, please. Because we got Grassroots League, we got R2CS coming eventually, and we've got a wonderful community of TOs putting in so much work behind the scenes. But if anything, please stop shitting on either game. It's so tiring. But anyways, we will see you all in the next one. Peace.
Bye bye.